Welcome back. In this video, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the curves and make these two curves right there, a ribbon right here, as you can see, and this heart shape thingy at the middle. So before that, let me go ahead and enable the X-ray mode and the reference. As you can see here, having some problems. Let me move this cap up here. And now that we add it, let's go ahead and call this actual cap. And let me go ahead and go to the edit mode. And X-ray, let's grab here and move it up right there. Because my bottleneck were a little bit smaller than the concept, so it needs to be a little bit taller. Yep, that's good. Now let's grab the whole thing. First of all, let me go ahead and change this name of this bottle to actual bottle, right? And what about this one? Let's go ahead and call this liquid. Let's go and first of all move all of this right on top of the x-axis right there. All right, and hide them all. So grab them all and hit H. To access the curves, just like the 3D meshes, you hit Shift and A. So below the mesh, you have the curve. Inside, you have Bezier curve and circle. And below that, other kind of curves, including NURBS and also the FAIR. We're just going to talk about the Bezier curve and use path and circle to make this ribbon. So Shift A and go to curve, add Bezier curve. So this is Bezier curve right there. As you can see, all the glory. Not much happening right there. Let's go to the edit mode. So curves made of the control point right here, the vertex, and handle for controlling the curve, the actual curve, and also the segment. Segment is the line between two points. So just like the 3D objects, you can actually hit E and extrude curves. Let me go to the front view and also disable the grid. So now we can see a little bit better. So we have points, we have handles, and we have segments right in between. With the curves, we have access to the curve data also. You have 2D to make 2D shapes, convert them to the 3D. I'm not going to do that right there. And 3D, we have some resolution after converting to the 3D or making a profile, make a shape based on that curve. This is actually the segment count. And we have extrude right here. If I extrude this shape, you see we have something. Let me grab one of these control points and move that a bit right there. Same thing here and here. Looks like a ribbon, right? Let me drop the vertex basically. You see, if I go down, it looks like it's make it low poly right there. If I go to the wireframe or my use my hotkey, hover over Shift Control Alt W, you see we have some segment to make it smoother right there. Extrude or profile can make a line appear 3D. Here bevel, we have roundness. If I add depth, it's making a line or pipe or whatever you want to call it. Then we have object, or make a 3D shape based on another object. So if I go to the front view and, for example, add a circle curve and make it towards the view axis, and also make it smaller right about here, and back to the original curve, use this eye drop to make a selection. It's gonna make a shape based on this right here. So now if I go to the edit mode for this curve, grab a point and change it, we can make custom shapes. So and right here maybe. All right, just like 3D shapes, you can grab a multiple control points and subdivide it. So now we have more control points to work with. So if I grab this two and push them in, out, you see how much is affecting the shape. Back to the original curve and edit mode and move some points. It's gonna keep the shape like so. Let's talk about the handles. So you have a handle right here. If I grab the point, it's gonna select the both handle and control point. And if I hit S for a scale, it's gonna make the handles close together, and also works with the rotation. We have 4 kinds of, if I'm not mistaken, 5 kinds of handles. So can be accessed by hitting V key on your keyboard. So we have automatic. It's gonna make the curve smooth as possible. So if I grab all of them, hit V, automatic, you see, it's doing its best to make the handles smooth. So if I make them closer together, let's keep the shape and keep the smoothness. The next one, hit V, we have vector, and vector make it angular right there. Also, you have control over the handle points. You just need to select the control point, then handle point right there. So another one is aligned, and aligned, it's working kind of like the automatic, but it's doing its best to align the handle based on 2 points right there. Next we have free, and free, as the name implies, we have free, move, rotate, and other stuff. So automatic handles are yellow. Vector handles are green. Right in the middle, you see the green? Yeah. Align are purple right there. Right. And the free is the black one right there. So for this course, we don't need any of this because I wanted to use another kind of curve. This is too complicated. So let's go ahead and make them automatic and talk about something else in the N panel, and that's going to be transform for the curves. So we have obviously the location, XYZ, right there. Just like 3D meshes, you have access to move or transfer by hitting G for move and R for rotation, and also scale, hit S right there, or maybe RR to free rotate it, or dancing right there. All right, this is the transfer for movement, global or local. So weight is not important right now. We have a radius, so it's gonna make it smaller or bigger, point by point, or just select all of them and make them all small or big. Another one is tilt, and it's a nice one. We're gonna use this a lot. You see, by using this, we can actually twist that around itself, just like a screw. Let's go ahead to the data panel and add a little bit more segment right there. All right. Back to the object mode, and let's talk about another profile or bevel. So we have a profile right there, and by default it's kind of acting as square right there. We have some presets right here, so let's go support loop. We have molding right there, and a step, so it's making some step looking profile. Right, back to object, or back to round. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and work on our model. So I'm gonna delete all of this and Alt H to bring everything back. I'm gonna make a ribbon wrapped around the neck, so it's not there in the concept because it's AI generated and it doesn't know what to do with the ribbons. So I need to make it wrapped around first. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a where is it? The curve circle. Then let's go to the front view and move that up to the neck. So hide the reference and hit S. Make it small about here. Right? Now let's make it extrude right there. And 0.2, it's too much, maybe 0.1. So 0.1. No. And 0.15. Yeah, that's enough. And also we need to tilt that a little bit. So let's go to the edit mode. By default, all of them are selected. Go to the item and front view. Tilt right there. Maybe even make it a bit bigger. Right there. Eventually, we're gonna make it a little bit thicker. So maybe this much tilt is a bit too much. Yeah, that's good. All right, and let's go again from front view. This time, let's hide the bottle and maybe everything. So add and go use path. So path is a little bit different. It's not much going on right now, so let's go to the edit mode. We have this much control point right now, and if I move them, look what happens. If I move them, it's gonna keep the smooth transition at all time. So that's why I'm using this. A little bit easier to use in this case. So Go ahead to the front view, grab them all, push to the top, right here. I'm gonna grab this one, put it down here. This one goes here. All right. All of this go here. And I'm gonna hide this point behind this loop right there. So let's go front view again and go down, make some room right there. All right, that's good for now. I want two sets of this curve. Let me add a extrude. So what was the number? 0, 15, right? Now grab them all and tilt. Right there, maybe 90. Let's go with the 0.06 and less segment. All right, as I said, I want two sets of this curve, so I'm gonna duplicate it, just click and hide it. Back to the edit mode, hit tab, back to the front view and hit E to extrude. So it goes, where's bottle? Here, goes and maybe on top of the bottle right there. E again goes here, and this is too much. Let's go down a bit. And a little bit twist right there. So let's go towards bottle and hit E. Goes here, E, here, here, and here. So let's see that. From this side, let's go here. And maybe. And grab one point. Let's twist it like so. Not bad. Let's grab this one also and twist it a little bit. Not bad. Maybe even a little bit right here. Not too much. All right, let's go back to this one, the second line right there. Edit mode and let's go move it maybe up, back, up again, and basically make another variation of this line. I'm not gonna make a knot right there because it's too much work. And I'm gonna actually cheat a little bit. Back to the front view and make some extrusion. So E, let's go down right there. And maybe here, here. There and here. Now let's grab. So with G, let's go up and twist right there. Make this one also twist like so. I might need to push all of these ribbons a little bit down. So for now, it's not that important. So bit twist here, make it more interesting towards camera, and maybe here a bit more twist, and these two here. So let's see the result. Not bad actually. Maybe this one, kind of like the concept. Let's move it and push it out right there. Yep. And rotate this one. Not bad. Not bad at all. And let me save it. So save as. Let's go 02. Right. And let's see that with the material. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and first of all move this one a bit. So grab all of this and kind of push it on top of the other curve, right? And make it smaller right about this point. So scale, kind of make it smaller right there. And this one also, same spot, go smaller, right? And let's make a copy of this ring. So let's go front view and Shift D, just enter and rotate it by 90 degree towards y-axis. So R, Y, and 90, then enter. So R, Y, and go 90 and enter. Push this one here. And let's go reset the, select all the points and reset the tilt to 0 right there. And hit S, scale it down right about here, a little bit less scale, extrude, sorry about that. Go to the front view, scale it down even more. Now let's use Gizmo to rotate it and use global move and less extrude. And let's go tilt. A little bit more extrude right there. All right. Now let's make a copy, duplicate it, and push this one inside the other one and go to the extrude and go to the edit and change the tilt a little bit. Right? Now, as I said, you need to push all of this a little bit down. So make sure you are in object mode and move them all down, not locally. So here, global. Make sure all of them are selected. Maybe this much. All right. Back to the edit mode for the string. Make it a bit random looking, not as uniform, and less radius right there. Goes up. Maybe even move this too. Hold Shift, grab them. Maybe move them a bit closer to the ring right there. And if you want, you can actually make another copy of this one. So duplicate, Shift D, push it down and hit S, scale right there. Make this one a little bit bigger. So after adding solidify, you might go inside the other one. Go to edit and one by one push the points up and down. Make it more random. This one needs a little bit tilt. Right there. So go to edit for this one and maybe even a little bit more radius. Less, yeah. That's good. This too. A little bit more radius. Right. So right at the end for this two, let me grab them both and go to edit. Right at the end, oh, can't actually change them both at the same time. So doesn't matter. One by one, and a little bit radius. So in edit mode, make them a little bit narrow. All right, not bad. Let's go a little bit less segment for this two. So 6 seems about right. Let me move this one kinda here and rotate and scale. And to make them random, let's go make this radius a little bit lower than other, and maybe same thing for this one. All right, let's do the rest in the next part.